Hey there, gorgeous souls. Welcome back. Today I have a pretty powerful kind of kick you in the butt message, one that I've been utilizing in my own life massively. So I can't wait to share this particular one with you guys. And I'd love to hear from you as per usual. Please do drop me a comment. Let me know where in the world you're tuning in from. If you've got any questions or comments or words of wisdom as we dive into this one. And in particular, because of the message that we're going to be diving into today, as usual, I absolutely love it when you guys can apply it to your own life, right? So basically what I am particularly wanting you to do in this message is to see how this message is what you most need to hear right now in your own life, okay? So really think about what's going on in your life right now as it sits today, and I really want you guys to think about where could I really do with this message? Because it's going to be, like I mentioned, a little bit of a kick in the butt kind of message that will hopefully help you guys to break through to a new level of your potential today, to stop holding back, to go after what you want, all those great things. I can't wait to dive in with you guys. So say hi as you are joining and let's get into it. So today's message is, like I said, a bit of a kick in the butt, a bit of a powerful one. And today it is start before you're ready, okay? Don't wait, right? Start before you're ready. And I want to talk about kind of this amazing difference between men and women where, I hate to say it, the men are winning out on this particular way of going about life. And this is a very general rule, so just like take it with a grain of salt, have a bit of fun with it. But basically, why I've titled today's message, it's better to fail and ask for forgiveness than to wait for permission, right? To get into whatever you don't feel ready for, but it's inspiring to you and you really want to do this thing. You really want to make this change. You want to do it in your career path, in your health, in your relationships, in your wealth, like wherever it is because men tend to just get into action a whole lot more. They tend to have more confidence in moving forward and jumping forward and taking more of a risk, and then maybe asking for forgiveness later. And women's tendency is much more cautious in terms of risk taking and really wanting to make sure that they've got it right and it's good enough, before they go for it. And they oftentimes don't give themselves permission to do things, and they wait for somebody else to say, yeah, you can do this, or yes, I give you permission to do this. And I'm not saying that men don't fall into that trap as well, and I'm definitely not saying that women don't get into the risk taking as well and then ask for some forgiveness, but there is a general rule around that where there is a tendency of having that particular difference between men and women. And basically it comes down to our biology and how we're wired and all sorts of things that I'm not going to dive into today. I really want to keep this message in the place where I want you to identify where is it in your life right now where you've been telling yourself, oh, I will do that when I'm ready. Maybe there's some more research that I need to do. Maybe there's, I have to learn this other thing. Maybe I have to study this course. Maybe I have to, get that coaching. Maybe I have to do this. Maybe I have to do that. Whatever it is, whatever things we're telling ourselves as to why we're not ready right here, right now, I want you to throw that out the window, and I want you to ask yourself, how could my life be better if that was a non-issue anymore? That I just knew that, I'm never gonna be ready until I get into it, right? If you just take and embody that kind of perspective, right? That to be ready is only going to occur when you get into action and you take that first step, and not just researching, not just learning, not just taking in more information, but actually getting into action and doing something that might scare you just a little bit, but you push yourself past that limit, right? And I spoke to a beautiful soul this morning who at some stage you're going to meet because they're one of the amazing souls that I'm going to be interviewing in the Limitless Potential community, where I've been connecting with you guys and really wanting to draw out some of you and highlight your gifts and your talents. And one of them I was talking to this morning, and I was doing a bit of a prep call with them, working out what angle do we really want to take, where has been their growth and their journey, and what are their gifts, and how can I highlight that, right? So that you guys get to see all the amazing souls who are involved in the Limitless Potential Academy, and what, all the joy I get to experience by getting to connect with amazing like minds and souls from across the globe. And basically this amazing human being that I was organizing this morning, well, I said to them, well, this gift that you have, like, I'd love for you to share a little piece of that, right? And instantly their whole skin went red, right? And they were like, no, I don't feel comfortable. I'm not ready. I'm not ready for that. I'm not ready for that. And I was okay, like, tell me more about that. Tell me more. And it was an instant rush of fear, right? But this particular person, I've gotten to bear witness to their amazing gift and talent, right, a few times. And so too have our community in the Inner Circle community, right? And so I know this person is very well ready, right? They definitely are ready to share more of their gifts. And so after I, dove into that a little bit more, I just decided, this is my job as a coach, is to challenge you a little bit as to, help you to see the light when you don't feel it within, right? When you need somebody to believe in you a little bit more than you're believing in yourself in order to get moving. And that's what I did. And by the end of the conversation, this person had transformed that fear into excitement. And the reason why I wanted to challenge them in this way is because this is their biggest, authentic, inspired pathway, right? They absolutely love it. They've got this talent, they've got this gift, and they've been kind of hiding it away from the majority of the world from my perspective, having known this person for a good number of years now, just a little bit too long, right? And sometimes we just need people to just lovingly challenge us a little bit in order to get past that thing that we all tie into and that we all fall victim to, which is, I'm not ready yet. I can't do it because I'm not ready yet, right? And that's why I wanted to just reiterate this message to you guys, to start before you're ready, all right? Stop putting that thing off and know that the only way you're going to get ready is by taking the action that scares you a little bit. And you don't need to jump off the ledge. The best strategy is to actually know where it is that you're most inspired to get to, know where it is that you currently are, know that right now, in order to get over here, you actually need to start before you think you're ready, because guaranteed you are underestimating yourself, and you don't need to leap to that far off distance place, that you don't feel ready for. It's just taking that first step. What could I do right now that could actually get me into action that's a little scary, but not so scary that I'm going to go retreat in a hole and it's going to be creating more damage than benefit, because I just leapt off, I took a running jump and leapt off the cliff, right? It's not about that. It's just taking that next step. It's got to scare you a little bit, but just know that scared feeling, remember, is excitement. That means you're going in the right direction. Don't misinterpret that. Don't let your fears misinterpret an ounce of excitement, right? There's a lot of energy that's connected to the things that inspire us the most, right? And so when we start moving towards them, because they matter so much to us, we can feel that sense of energy. I literally saw the rush of blood go into this client's face today, right? And instead of, mistaking that for fear, I'm not ready, I shouldn't feel this rush of energy right now. Instead, we can take it as, take a deep breath and just go, actually, is this in alignment? Would taking this step actually move me towards that ideal that I'm looking to create, that real meaning in my life that I'm looking to create? Or is it would it take me in a different direction? And it's quite clear, you know, that this was moving this person in the exact direction of their dreams, right? And I knew that as his coach, right? And so challenging him a little bit on that, he was able to see, you know what, maybe it is excitement, and maybe this is the challenge that is necessary for me to start moving in, taking that next step towards my dreams and stop talking about them and make them a reality. All right. So I want to ask you, where is that in your life? You know, what have you been putting off? And why are you just going to take this mantra and just stick it on your forehead and say, I'm going to start before I'm ready? And it's better, like I said, to fail and ask for forgiveness. Oh, I'm so sorry, like I got that wrong. Ask yourself for forgiveness. Hey, you know what? I didn't know, but now I'm learning, right? Instead of waiting around for permission, because ain't nobody going to give you permission. You've just got to decide. And if you are waiting for somebody to give you permission, I give it to you. You've got permission to go and do that inspiring thing right here, right now. Don't waste another minute. Don't let your mind, you know, and its a mistaken interpretation of that rush of energy towards our most inspired dreams, you know, don't let it mistake that for fear and a reason why you're not ready. Instead, alert yourself to the fact that that's the energy of inspiration and excitement, because you're taking a step closer to the things that actually matter to you and getting them outside of your mind and into the reality that you have, right? So that's my message. I really want to jump in and check in with you guys. So drop me some comments. Let me know where in the world you're tuning in from. Any questions, comments, words of wisdom, or experiences, or if you've identified where you've been telling yourself you're not quite ready yet, and you've decided to go, you know what, I'm going to start before I'm ready. All right, let's jump in. Oh, and before I say hi to you guys, also make sure, if you didn't watch my last Facebook Live a couple of days ago, I actually mentioned that, you know, this whole Facebook thing, them chucking me in jail and stuff. And, you know, I just have to make some shifts and changes to abide more by the rules that I wasn't aware of. And basically, I'm going to have to transition all my messages over to my Facebook page. So I've put the link above. A lot of you who the link wasn't working on my last live. So if you tried to click on that and it wasn't working, click on it today, and make sure that you come on over to my Vanessa Jane Patrick Awareness Transformation Contribution page. Give it a like, make sure you're following it, make sure you're seeing it first so you get notified for these live messages, because I've got so much in store for you guys coming up. So yeah, and I want to keep connecting and growing with you guys. So let's check in. I've got Stephen in the house, and Javier and Kayla and Bill. Hello to you, and Javier from San Diego. Always good to see you, my friend. And Kayla is from Canada. Awesome to see you. And Raul and Scott and Shah and Scarlett and Simon and Thomas and Daniel and Thomas. Fear is the excitement without the breath. I love that, Thomas. That's so well put. And Samuel and Thomas, see the light. Good stuff. Authentic self. All the way, my friend. Absolutely. And Simon, love it. Change yourself, push yourself, transformation. Oh, challenge yourself. That's good. I love that. Absolutely. And much love coming your way. And Cindy's in the house. And Vanessa, good afternoon to you, beautiful soul. Good to see you. And Simon, face your fears, step in, step up, challenge accepted. Boom, drop the mic. I love the energy, Simon. Awesome. And Samuel, small steps. Glad Facebook let you out of jail. Me too. Oh my God. Right when I was so inspired by the message I was going to deliver for you guys, because I come up with these messages like just in a moment, and then I'm like, okay, I'm riding the wave of inspiration. Let me just find out a quick title, and then I chuck it out and I go live with you guys. And that's what happened to me the other day. I was so inspired by what I wanted to share with you guys, and I hit live, and then Facebook kind of let me go live and then said, nah, you're not allowed on here until the 30th of January, right? And so it was really frustrating, and I lost the wave of the inspiration. So maybe I'll get it back and I'll go deeper into that message for you guys sometime soon. But good to have you back, Samuel. And Jose, good to see you, my friend. And procrastination workshop postponed. You are right, Vanessa. We are about just seconds to do huge determinant changes in our lives. Guts, strength, or motivation. All of it, right? But you know, you guys have probably heard me say time and time again, we do not want to rely on motivation. We want to be able to tap into authentic inspiration. And for those of you who might not have heard me talk about this, or anybody out there talk about this before, basically motivation is externally focused, right? Like you need something in your external world, be it a person, be it money, be it some sort of reward in some way, to be able to make you move, right, in that direction. Whereas authentic inspiration is basically from the inside out. So you're spontaneously inspired to move forward and you don't have to rely on any external sources for that, right? So that's the real fuel. And actually I spend the first week of my 8-week empowerment program on exactly that, to make sure that you tap into that fuel source for you as an individual, because we're all different. And you know, that's why we want to be able to find that tool that empowers us, so we're not reliant on anybody else to motivate us. All right, so love that, Jose. And well put. And Bill, time to take control. You're always good enough. Shine on. So well put, my friend, because we all know the deepest fear for every human being is that they're not good enough in one way, shape, or form. So just know that that's very directly tied to, I'm not ready, right? I'm not good enough to go, right? And so you just have to, you know, like do the Mel Robbins 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, get into action, right? And just, you know, occupy your mind with the countdown and get into the action and start before you're ready. You'll really find out, and, you know, you'll be surprising yourself with how much you actually already know, how much you're already ready, and just get into action, because the only way to grow and, you know, take on new challenges and reach new levels of your potential is through action, not just learning. And I know we all love learning. Like, don't get me wrong, I do a lot of courses, but if any of you are in my academy or in any of the courses that I do, you know, I make it all actionable and implementable, right? Because if we don't do that, we all just stay stuck in the learning game and we don't see real transformation and change. So love that, Bill. Great contribution to the conversation today, like always. And Carla's here as well, and Daryl and Victoria. Hello to you, beautiful. Hope you're feeling better. And Bill, you're in Key West, Florida on that amazing yacht. I hope you still have an amazing time. I know I don't need to hope. I know you absolutely will be. So that's awesome. And Barry's here as well. Hi, Vanessa. Always enlightening topics. Thanks for sharing such great content. Thank you so much, Barry. I'm so grateful to know that these messages are of value to you. And just for anybody, if you are getting value from these messages, please do share them. That is such a great gift, either publicly or privately, ideally in some groups that you're a part of your network that you know will get value from these messages, so we can keep expanding our beautiful community. I love it. Thanks, Barry. And Dwayne's here, and Real Love. Nice name. I like it. And Abdul is here as well. And Vanessa, say yes and learn later. You got it, girlfriend. You know what? That's the best way I've created anything of real impact in this world. It's always that I've got an idea and I really want to serve people with it, and I share it, and then I build on the excitement, right? And then I get into the action. And my best creations in this world have all been born from I don't even know how the hell I'm going to make it happen. I just know I'm authentically inspired by it, so I'm going to get into that action, right? And every single time I've done that, I've won, right? And that's why I say that authentic inspiration is the key to your success. All right. And it'll allow you to get out of the, I got to start before, I'm not ready. You want to be saying, I got to start before I'm ready. All right. And the authentic inspiration is the greatest fuel source that you can ever hope to have in order to get there. So for you guys who are ever interested in discovering that and learning the tools to be able to dive deep and get that, you can always reach out to me and we can have a conversation. So I love it. I love it. I love it. And so well put, Vanessa. And Victoria, thank you. Yep, still coughing. Ugh, that's a pain. So, and great topic. Grateful that you're healing, Victoria, and grateful that it's a great topic for you. And Samuel, keep going, ignore Facebook. Your messages help people. It's so cold here in North Wales. You're lucky there. Oh, thank you for those kind words there, Samuel. And it's actually pretty hot here today. So yeah, I'm loving it. I love summertime. I'm not a fan of the winter, but I definitely love Wales. One of my favorite places that I've ever visited. So you're still in a great part of the world, so that's awesome. And Jose, what days do you do Facebook Lives, Vanessa, to keep it track and not to lose your good topics? I appreciate that question. I'm actually in the process of working out, because all my Facebook Lives and everything that I create for you guys is built on spontaneity, right? Like I mentioned to you, I get an insight. I really want to talk to you guys about it. Like I really want to share it with you and talk it out. That's how I kind of make my connection points. And so that's why my content can be a bit random. So I don't know, it just kind of goes with that. But I have been playing around with if it might be most valuable to be able to reach you guys if I make a consistent time and, whether that's every day or every couple of days or whatever. So I'd really appreciate your feedback on that. Like what would work for you guys? Like, let me know what time zone you're in. Let me know, would that work? If is there a particular time of day that you feel like if I was doing a Facebook Live at that time, you'd really love that and you could join us live, because I love nothing more than having you guys join live if possible, because then I get to have a conversation and not just talking to the screen, right? So I'd love for you guys to let me know, what would you ideally love? And then, because I'm in the process of figuring everything out, right? And so that I can serve you guys at a higher level. So I appreciate the question, Jose, and those kind words, and I'd love to have your feedback. So awesome. And Victoria, this is so true. I've just pushed through then the momentum keeps me going. The inspiration builds and snowballs. That's so awesome to hear, Victoria. I'm so proud of you, beautiful soul. And I know you've been doing some amazing work around discovering your authentic inspiration in the empowerment program. So grateful to hear your journey. Can't wait to see you in our next catch up. Oh, love it. All right, so that is my message for each and every one of you guys today. I do have to rush off. I am super grateful to each and every one of you guys for showing up live and randomly with me and contributing to the conversation. You are so appreciated. I love your words of wisdom. I love your insights. I love your questions. I love it all. All right, so thank you again. And again, like I mentioned before, make sure you come on over to my business page, links up above, Vanessa Jane Patrick, awareness transformation contribution. And that's where I'm going to be transitioning all my content to make sure Facebook, I'm doing the right thing slightly, right? And also if any of these messages are of value, as usual, please do share them. And my last message for you guys is always the reminder to go out there and honor your authenticity, to deepen your intimacy, and to contribute meaningfully and purposefully. So much love, and I will see you guys again soon.